Hi there, I'm Andrea Koppel, and it's Time for Coffee, the podcast where you get to hear firsthand what the jobs and careers that interest you the most are really like. Hey there, Java Junkies. Welcome to another K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. By the way, K-Cups come in 3 sizes, single, double, and triple shots, or roughly 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes in length. So if you don't have time to throw back an entire caffeinated career conversation, these K-Cup mini episodes of T4C can give you a quick caffeinated fix, whether you're on the go or you only have a few minutes to binge. So grab your mug and take a chug, because it's time for a caffeinated career single shot K-Cup with my guest, Dr. Cal Newport. Something you said in one of, I think it was a TED Talk that you gave that really stuck with me in a way that I haven't heard others describe, is that having social media on your phone is like having a slot machine on your phone. It's that addictive.
People don't, especially younger people, don't recognize the degree to which these companies are investing tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars to make the experience as addicting as possible. The more times they can get you to look at that screen on your phone, the more money they can make. They track that metric, active user minutes, more than anything else, and it's at the core of their stock price. Their investors are demanding it. So if they can get you to look at it twice as much, it's going to be an incredible coup for them. So they hire individuals called attention engineers who borrow techniques from Las Vegas casino gambling, among other different fields, to try to make the experience of using their products as addictive as possible. Think about something that seems innocuous, like the like button. Oh, I can click like if I like someone's Facebook post. A lot of thinking went behind it. One of the reasons why most social media services have adopted some sort of one-click button you can do to give a small indicator of approval is because it increased the amount of what they call social approval indicators that come in through your feed. And they recognize from human psychology that the more that there might be something waiting for you to see that indicates another human being saying something positive about you, makes it more and more irresistible for you to go back and click on that app. So even something as innocuous as the like button is actually the result of very careful thinking about how can we get you to click more. The very color of the badges in something like Facebook were worked on to make the color match more the alarm signals in our brain. The original color for the Facebook notification badges were blue because that's the palette of Facebook. But the attention engineer said, no, a bright red actually triggers an alarm response in the human brain. It makes it harder to resist. There's 1,000 little decisions that go on like that, all meant to take advantage of your time and attention. And so these companies try to come across as like, hey, we're just like the nerd gods handing down these fun gifts that just make your life more interesting. But what's really going on is that they're trying to relentlessly and ruthlessly capture as much of your time and attention as possible. And this is why I have this huge skepticism towards these companies. I think they get a huge pass, especially from young people who think like, well, this is just sort of some indispensable technology. Everyone uses it. But there's some more devious things going on. I mean, these things are invented to take over your time and attention. The average US Facebook user uses their products over 2 hours a day. That is a lot of time that could be put to much more productive use. And so I don't mean to rant, but I do like to at least plant some seeds of skepticism when people are thinking about these type of tools in their life.
Thanks for tuning in to this K-Cup mini episode of Time for Coffee. If you want to listen to our entire caffeinated career conversation, please check out the show notes for this episode. Thanks so much for listening to Time for Coffee, where the professionals in the jobs that most interest you always have time to grab coffee, 24/7, no matter where you live. I have one quick favor to ask you. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to Time for Coffee. Thanks so much.